kind of starting out, we wanted to ask you, how has the issue of taxing digital goods evolved and where are the states headed?
I think the point that you just made is it's moment in time. And technology is ever evolving. That's the issue we have. And so the states don't know where to head with this type of stuff. I think the one state that tried to predict where it would go would be Washington State. In 2010, they had sweeping legislation, largely brought about by Representative Hunter, who had previously worked with Microsoft. And they recognized that technology changed constantly. So whatever they enacted today would possibly be obsolete tomorrow by tomorrow's technology. So they put together a bill to tax something they called digital automated services. It's really the only legislation we've seen of that nature. And it was really meant to capture anything technology related. But then what they did is they created all of these carve-outs and exceptions so that they weren't arguably expanding the tax base. But the problem is the devil's in the details. The exceptions became obsolete, right? Or subject to interpretation. I'd say most of the controversy we see in Washington is around their exceptions and what those exceptions mean. So where the states are heading is tricky. I think some states have really come in and drawn a line in the sand and have said, we're not really going after anything new unless it's purely a tangible equivalent. So the most traditional being books, music, movies, right? Some have gone a step further and they're trying to tax a form of SaaS, being remotely accessed software or pre-written computer software. That's getting dicier from what I'm seeing in my practice, because where they were historically going after the software that you traditionally loaded onto a desktop or laptop, they're now going after something that has much more of a service component.
Yep.
But and then of course, and I'm sure it will inevitably come up in today's discussion, is states sort of going after digital advertising and things of that nature.